Good morning, children. We all like to keep in touch with our friends and relatives by meeting them as often as possible. But it is not always possible to visit them due to various reasons. So, children, today we learn about different means of communication through which we can share our thoughts and feelings to the concerned people, like our friends, relatives, people in our workplace or school. So let's start chapter 15, Means of Communication. In this chapter, we all will understand what is communication, what are the means of communication, difference between personal and mass communication. So let's start. Every day, we talk to a number of people. We talk to our friends, relatives, and even to strangers sometime. When we speak or listen, read or write to someone, we are communicating with the person. We share our thoughts and feelings through communication. We use different methods to communicate with others. These methods of sending and receiving messages are known as means of communication. So, children, the sharing of feelings and thoughts in spoken or written form is called as communication. And means of communication means different methods through which we can communicate. When whatever we are trying to say is understood by the receiver, we say that we have communicated our thought to the other person. So, when we tell something to someone, it means we are sending our message to that person. And when we try to understand what the other person is telling us, then we say that we are receiving the message which the other person is trying to convey. Did you know? Early man communicated with sign language. Children, early man was like an animal. As he had no knowledge of languages, he communicated using signs and gestures to the other people. Let's move on. The world, it is said, has become a very small place. No place is far enough. We can now talk and connect to our friends and relatives anytime from any place on mobile phones, email, etc. But this is not how it was long time ago. In ancient times, people sent messages through drumbeats, pigeons, or messengers or smoke. So, children, in ancient times, the ways of communication were very different. Kings and emperors used drumbeats to collectively pass messages to the entire community. Trained pigeons carried messages from one place to another. The messages were hanged in their neck or tied in their feet. Messengers were people who went on foot or animals like horses to deliver messages to faraway places. Smokes were produced to tell about the location in case of any danger. So, you see, children, in ancient times, the means of communication were very different. Let's move on to the next page. Gradually, people learned languages and began to write. Writing soon became an important form of communication. People started writing letters to their faraway family members, friends, etc. So, children, as the methods which were used in the olden days, like using pigeons, sending messengers to different places, they were very slow and not very reliable. So, that is why, with the advancement in the technology, the communication process also changed to a great extent. People started learning languages and began to express their feeling in the written form. Let's move on to the Did You Know box. Emperor Sher Shah Suri started an efficient postal service in his empire. So you see, children, there was a need of having an efficient way to communicate things from a very long time. And Emperor Sher Shah Suri was one of the rulers who started with an efficient postal service system. You can see his picture over here. Next is postal communication. The cheapest and the most popular method of communication is by post. People use inland letters, postcards, and stamped envelopes to send messages to others. They post their letters in the letter box. Letters are then collected by the postman and sorted at the post offices. They are then sent to their destinations by land, air, or sea routes. On reaching, letters are again collected and sorted at the post offices. Finally, the postman delivers the letters to the people. Today, People send parcels also. We need to paste a postage stamp on the envelope. Also, the PIN code has to be mentioned along with the address on the envelope. So, children, now you know how the postman collects the letters and takes them to the post office where they all are sorted according to the PIN code of the place where they have to be delivered. Children, PIN code is a 6-digit code which is also a unique identification code of that particular city. Children, find the PIN code of your town or city and write the same in the comment box along with your name. This is a research work which I want all of you to do it. Children, there are various ways through which we can send our written messages through postal services. We can send through inland letters, postcards, envelopes. We need to paste a postage stamp on the envelope. Children, aerogram services are also provided by the postal department where we can send our written messages to someone living in some other country. It is a thin, lightweight piece of foldable and gummed paper for writing the message. These letters are carried by air services. With the help of postal department, we can send speed posts, parcels and money orders to anyone living in any part of the country. Children, GPO stands for General Post Office and it is the central post office of any city. Mumbai's GPO is the biggest post office in India. Let's move on to electronic communication. The telephone is the fastest means of communication. It was invented by Alexander Graham Bell. Here you can see the picture of Alexander Graham Bell, who is the inventor of telephone. Let's move on. Today, mobile phones have become very popular and communication has become very fast and easy. We can send messages through SMS. The full form of SMS is Short Message Service. We can send and receive messages, pictures and photographs immediately using the fax machine. Children, in today's modern period, we all are using electronic communication. Under electronic communication, we have telephones, mobile phones, fax machines, computers and laptops. First is telephone. Children, we can talk to anyone sitting in any part of the city, state, country or even world by using a telephone. As the telephones are connected to telephone lines, we cannot move to some other place and talk. We cannot carry it with us also. But mobile phones are wireless and so they can be carried along wherever we go. These days, we all have mobile phones which are used for many purposes like sending messages, sharing pictures, documents, and it is also used for navigation. Fax machine is a device which is connected to a telephone line. We can send instant messages, pictures and photographs through fax machine. If you see carefully, you will observe that this device looks more like a typewriter. Children, all these means of communication which are explained till now, they all are also called as personal or individual means of communication, as they are used to communicate with one person at a time. Let's move on to the next topic, Internet. We can communicate with people anywhere in the world with the help of Internet. It is a network that links computers all over the world with the help of telephone lines and satellites. We also keep in touch with others using special websites called social network. We can send emails also through it. So children, computers and internets have made communication faster and more efficient. We can log on to the internet on a computer or a laptop and send emails, documents, pictures, etc. to anybody in the world. There are search engines like Google and Yahoo which help us in getting instant information related to anything under the roof. Our next topic is mass media. Try this. Can you name any two social networks? Children, what is a social network? A social network is a network of social interactions and personal relationships. There are websites like Facebook, LinkedIn, where you can personally communicate with people by posting informations, comments, messages, images, etc. Let's move on. All the means of communications discussed above are for personal or individual use. But when we have to communicate to larger groups, we need a different type of communication. It is known as mass communication. Radio was the first means of mass communication. At one time, radio program and news were widely popular. You must have heard our Prime Minister giving a speech and connecting with people through radio through the program Man Ki Baat. With invention of television, we can get the latest news and information very fast. Try this. Who invented radio and television? Children, radio was invented by G. Marconi and the television was invented by J.L. Braid. Mass media also includes newspapers, magazines, journals, books, etc. They are printed in many languages. Thus, we can see how small the world has become thanks to the various means of communication. So, children, mass communication is the transmission of information to a large number of people at the same time. It takes place with the help of mass media. Mass media includes newspapers, books, radios and televisions. Newspapers and books helps in spreading the information to an enormous number of people at the same time. Radio is one of the cheapest means of mass communication and entertainment, especially in remote areas. It also provides information to people who are visually challenged, who cannot see. A television is both an audio and visual means of communication. We can hear also and we can see also what is coming on the television. So children, because of all these different means of communication, the world has become a small family. We can connect to anybody in this world just by dialing a number or by just a click. So children, in this way, the reading and explanation of this chapter is done. Before we move on to the book exercises, I request you all to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notifications. Thank you so much, children. Let's move on to the book exercises. Question number A. Tick the correct answer. So for each question, 3 options are given. We have to tick the correct answer here. Question number 1. If we need to send a letter written by hand, we visit the radio station, bank or post office. So children, for sending any letter, we always go to a post office. Question number 2. If we need to listen to old speeches, we use a magazine, radio or newspaper. So children, out of the options given, radio will be the correct answer as we can hear only radio. We cannot hear a magazine or newspaper. Question number 3. If the principal has to make an important announcement, she uses a radio, mic or intercom. So here, if your principal has to make an important announcement, she will always use a mic so that everybody can hear her. Children, intercom is a telephonic service which is generally available in a small area like within an office or within a society. Question number 4. To send an important message to a friend immediately, we use a newspaper, radio or mobile phone. So, to send an immediate message, we always use a mobile phone. Question number 5. To watch a live match, we use a radio, television or newspaper. So children, out of the options given, we can only watch television. So to watch a live match, we will always use a television. Question number B, fill in the blanks. Question number 1, we dash our thoughts and feelings through the means of communication. So we share our thoughts and feelings through means of communication. We will write share in the blank. Second, when we send something by post, we must write the complete dash and also the dash. So we must write the complete address and also the PIN code. The full form of PIN code is Postal Index Number Code. Every city has got its own unique PIN code. So in the second blank we will write PIN code. Question number 3. The dash is the fastest means of communication. We all know the answer of this question. The mobile phone. It is the fastest means of communication. Fourth, dash carry articles about the happenings of the country every day. So it is the newspaper. Newspaper carry articles about the happenings of the country every day. Fifth, a dash machine is like a typewriter. So which machine is like a typewriter? Fax machine. So here we will write a fax machine is like a typewriter. Let's move on to the next page. Question number C. Match the abbreviations to their full form. So some abbreviations are given here on the left hand side and their full forms are written on the right hand side and we have to match them. First one, STD stands for Subscribers Trunk Dialing. It is the telephonic system which allows subscribers to dial trunk calls without any operator. So these things used to happen in olden days. These days, for calling in some other city or some other state or even to some other country, we don't have to go through the operators. We can directly dial the numbers through our mobile phone and we can get connected. Next is GPO. GPO stands for General Post Office. Third, PCO. PCO stands for Public Call Office. It is the place where the telephone facilities are provided for people who don't have telephone. Next is fax. Fax stands for facsimile machine. Facsimile means exact copy of the written or the printed material. Fifth, email. Email stands for electronic mail. Question number D. Give short answers to the following questions. Question number 1. What do you mean by communication? Answer. Communication is a process by which two or more people exchange ideas, information, thoughts, and feelings. Question number 2. Name any three ancient means of communication. Answer. Any three ancient means of communication are pigeons, messengers, drumbeats. Question number 3. What do you mean by internet? Answer. It is a network that links computers all over the world with the help of telephone lines and satellites. Question number E. Answer the following questions. Question number 1. Differentiate between individual communication and mass communication. Give examples. Answer. Individual communication is the communication between two people. Mass communication. Through mass communication, information is sent out to reach a larger number of people at a time. Example of individual communication: emails, fax, telephone and mobile phones. Example of mass communication: radio, television, newspapers, magazines, books, etc. Question number 2. What is postal communication? How did it bring the world close a few years back? Answer. Postal communication is the system whereby messages are sent via the post office. Through the post office, we can send letters, postcards, parcels, money orders and aerograms in any part of the world. In this way, it brought the world close. Next is HOTS. Find out and write which means of communication you would use. First, to call an ambulance. So children, to call an ambulance, we will use a mobile phone and we will dial the number 102. Question number 2, to write to your friend in a foreign country. So if our friend lives in a foreign country, we will use an aerogram. Question number 3, to find out about the movies running in your city or town. So to find out about the movies which are running in our town or city, we will use internet. Fourth, to know the cricket scene. Answer. To know the cricket scene, we will use television. Next is life skills. Television is one of the most popular means of mass communication today. Nowadays, children watch television for very long hours. This harms their eyes and is also a waste of valuable time. Discuss. Children, this discussion has to be done in the class in the presence of your teacher. Few points I will tell you on how watching television wastes our valuable time. Children, the precious time spent indulging in your hobbies or doing something productive, such as reading a book, going for a walk, meeting a friend, drawing, etc., is wasted on watching useless stuff on television. Kids who watch television for a longer duration, they are more likely to be overweight. Those kids who watch violent acts on television are more likely to show aggressive behavior. So, children, in this way, we know that watching television doesn't serve any purpose, it only wastes our time. Next is activity. Visit your nearest post office. Collect and paste different postal items like stamps, postcards, inland letter, envelope, etc. on a chart paper. Also write the price of each item. So children, this is a research work as well as a creative work. You need to visit a post office along with your parents, purchase all these things and make a collage mentioning their price. Children, philately is a hobby of collecting and studying about postage stamps. There are many people across the world who collect stamps, old, new, stamps belonging to different countries, and find out about the history behind them. It's a very interesting hobby and a way to know the culture, past and present of any country. In the end, I'm providing you this worksheet which I'm sure you all will be able to do happily. So children, in this way this chapter is complete. If you liked the video, I request you all to please give me a thumbs up. In case you still have any doubt or query related to any topic in the chapter, please write the same in the comment section. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible.